This woman is really abnormal. Cruelly stab my cousin to death. Dismantle the body in 8 large pieces, to destroy the remains. Roast her into delicious and juicy grilled ribs. The next day, hang it at your own pork shop for sale. The customer's food is full of praise, but why are women so abnormal? The story starts with the shameless cousin who stinks. My cousin is the landlady of this barbecue restaurant. Because I don't have enough to eat every day, so I often curse my husband. But alas, there's nothing wrong with it. Which husband do you find that you are incompetent? Scolding one's wife can only endure silently. My cousin is even more reckless, just flirting with customers in the store. This day, my wife's cousin Afing is coming to pick her up at the station. The two just met. Afeng saw her brother-in-law's shoelace open, just carefully crouch down and help her tie it up. This makes men who have always felt inferior feel their dignity as men for the first time. Wait for the husband to bring his cousin back. My cousin just perfunctorily said a few words. Just take Afeng out shopping. Cousin chooses clothes and tries them on. Afeng looked at the beautiful pajamas and was also very moved. But the shop assistant looked at her shabby appearance. Speak out without hesitation and ridicule. Cousin, come out. I happen to hear that not only did I not help my cousin speak, still mocking her for not matching the clothes here. Afeng deeply remembered this scene in her heart. After buying clothes, come out, my cousin left directly with her good friend. Casually gave Afeng 2 yuan. Let her take a car back. Afeng returned to the store alone. Afeng is complaining about her unpopular old demon again. Afeng sees the situation, proactively helping with tasks. But not only did Grandma not thank Afeng for taking a look. Embrace. Sorry. My brother-in-law witnessed the incident. Come forward and rush to work. As the two are pushing away, my brother-in-law's friend Huango came to the store for dinner. Lao Huang is a police officer. He only glanced at Afeng. Just instinctively, this woman is not easy to mess with. Night. My brother-in-law accidentally saw Afeng taking a shower, facing family. My brother-in-law's head is a bit up. Little did she know that Afeng deliberately let her see this. The woman returned home drunk. Husband and cousin quickly stepped forward and helped her. Watching my brother-in-law take care of my cousin as usual, Afeng's insinuating reminder to her brother-in-law, my cousin is very dishonest outside. However, my brother-in-law knows everything. She's just pretending. I don't know. Let yourself have a step down. Afeng feels that, a man with such a good brother-in-law, there should be a woman who really loves her. From this day on, Afeng proactively helps her brother-in-law work. By the way, show off your charm. My cousin still often disappears. The relationship between the two is getting closer and closer. Some gossip also emerged, especially Grandma's undisguised mockery. Let Afeng be filled with jealousy. This is over. My brother-in-law is taking a bath. Afeng broke in directly. After. The relationship between the two is advancing rapidly. Afeng is a solemn expression. To be the only woman in his life, the two of them happily strolled the street. Just happened to pass by the shop that shamed her. This time, he walked in with high spirits. Name the same pajamas that my cousin bought. The salesperson directly said, Afeng can't afford to buy it. My brother-in-law arrogantly pulled out a stack of money. In the incredible gaze of the shop assistant, after buying that pajama for Afeng, the two of them strolled to a wedding dress shop. Afeng pulled her brother-in-law in and took wedding photos. Seeing the boss come back in a suit and shoes, the shop assistant intentionally said, the cat stole fish outside and ate it. After listening, my cousin sneered and said, this cat can't eat fish. No one knows him better than me. Even I can't feed enough. Who has the right to feed others? However, the slap came quickly and urgently. Returning home at night, Afeng is painting the same makeup as her, appearing in front of her wearing the same pajamas. My cousin is unbelievable. He ran to the pajama shop to inquire. I learned that it was her husband who bought pajamas for Afeng. She pulling her husband home to confront Afeng. Who knows when I push open the door? The shop is filled with wedding photos of Afeng and her husband. Cousin pounded her husband fiercely with her small fists, completely unaware of the danger. Right behind me, the woman killed her cousin in front of her brother-in-law, and he forced his brother-in-law to sleep together with him. Brother-in-law is naturally cowardly, dare not resist. Help roast my cousin's body into pork chops. Hanging for sale in one's own store. Old Huang comes to the store, discovering that the landlady is not here. Just ask the man a question. The man's excuse is that, my wife has returned to mainland China. Lao Huang, the braised pork ribs are quite good. Ask the boss to cut him a piece. The boss doesn't want to pit friends. But Afeng was watching from the side. He dare not say anything more. As soon as the ribs were served, they received unanimous praise from the guests. The boss is almost vomiting. My brother-in-law is always worried and fearful, feeling that my cousin died unjustly. Will come back to find her. Afeng comforted him casually with a few words. Just send him to fetch himself a bottle of ice water. My brother-in-law slowly walked towards the refrigerator. Please pay attention to the high energy ahead. Afeng, this pervert, unexpectedly put my cousin's head in the refrigerator. My brother-in-law was almost scared to the ground and ascend to heaven. Afeng pulled him again, and threw his head into the garbage heap. My brother-in-law is guilty of being a thief, desperately burying with other garbage. Afeng said, no one will find out. He has experience. The amount of information in this sentence is obviously a bit large. This day, Lao Huang plans to go to the store. I met Grandma on the way and asked her about villain hitting. But I found out that Grandma was fired by a Feng, saying that a Feng is truly a mental illness, not caring about our relationships at all. Original. 10 years ago, a massacre occurred in Guangzhou. 7 people died in a family of 8. A Feng is the only survivor. I heard that stimulated mental disorder. I have been living in a mental hospital for a long time, just released this year. At this moment, my brother-in-law also discovered a Feng's secret. A Feng actually did the tragic incident back then. My brother-in-law can no longer afford to surrender to the police. Can a Feng fulfill his wish? Just knock my brother-in-law unconscious. In order to keep my brother-in-law with me forever, he quickly nailed his brother-in-law to the bedboard. Wait for Lao Huan to come back to the store. Discovering that the boss is also missing, Ah Feng said, my brother-in-law went to the mainland to find my sister. Unfortunately, Lao Huan doesn't believe it at all, but he suddenly had stomach trouble. You can only go to the restroom first to solve level 3. I forgot to include the gun in it. Just came out and went straight to my brother-in-law's house to find someone. Waiting for him was a Feng's 2 shots. Bang 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 bang. Lao Huan's tied to a chair. Ah Feng brushes barbecue sauce on his arm, and then poured the hot water on it. The old yellow vine toppled to the ground. This fall just broke free from the constraints. Ah Feng rushed up with a chainsaw. Seeing a friend in danger, my brother-in-law endured severe pain. Pull out your hands and rush out. Put down Ah Feng. Lao Huan took the opportunity to pick up the pistol, ending Ah Feng's perverted life.